Welcome to 2 days in France! What else did I want? Oh, if you don't know me, I'm Amadeus, I'm 37 years old and I live in a half a medieval chateau in rural France. It is Monday morning and I am just making some breakfast. I slept at Alexi's, at my boyfriend's, which is just up the road from here. It's one of the most rural areas of the country and I thought I'd take you along on the 2 days of my life. So we've got lots to do, lots of editing for YouTube, lots of grand searching, lots of walking. I think we also need to go to the supermarket. I know it's a thing you shouldn't do, but I will probably have my muesli in front of work already because I just have so many things to do and I have someone picking up my old dining room chairs. If you've been following along, I've been exchanging my dining room setup and I got rid of my old dining chairs, or well, they're outside, and today someone's coming to pick them up at 11. So I really want to get a head start, and then I have another meeting for the dance festival with someone who's a potential sponsor or knows a potential sponsor for a coffee at 2:30. So we're also going to meet with that person today. And then I think in between, somehow I will probably quickly go to one of the supermarkets around, which is about like at least a 15-minute drive. That's kind of the plan for the day. So let's get this day started. The light is just so beautiful right now. Oh, the woman just came to pick up the chairs and I sold the chairs for 120 euros. Oh, that's amazing. I wanted 150 for them, so 25 per chair. But she asked me if I could do 120. I'd rather get rid of them than actually have them here and wait for someone who pays 30 euro more. I have space now on the patio. Have a look. Now we can clean the patio also. It is so warm. It is November the 4th and we've been having such warm days. I think it's been like 2 weeks, ever since I got back from Germany. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it somewhere here, my time in Germany. And it's been so incredibly warm, you guys. It's crazy. Yeah, but I think I just edited a good portion of the next video that I needed to do. And it's 11:22. I'm thinking maybe I should take Anita on a walk. And then we can maybe quickly go and do some grocery shopping. And then we can continue editing and doing stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good plan for today. Right, Anita? Baby. Hi, baby. I'm taking a doggy and we need to take the trash as well. Welcome back home! I thought for lunch, because it's 12:30 now, I'm gonna make some champignons, so some mushrooms with half a carrot that I still have left, some tofu with espelette. It's a kind of a bell pepper, but more like a spicy one, almost like a chili, but not really. And I still have some fresh pasta. I'll do that. Just finished lunch and I just made myself a tea because I still feel I've had like a weird feeling in my stomach. I had like lots of stomach cramps, like I ate something wrong, and it still feels like not so good. That's why we're drinking some tea. I'm gonna get some more editing done actually, and then at 2:30 I have my appointment with someone who knows the sponsor for the festival, who would like to sponsor the festival, as I understood, but we'll see. And if you didn't know, I have a festival that I started this year, a contemporary dance festival here in the village, and we're preparing to do the second edition now. So I'm looking for people, and this person just reached out of nowhere, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm really excited to meet them and see how we can get together and what possibilities there are. We just finished our meeting. The meeting was 1 hour long, actually. The woman was really nice, really nice. So I'm looking forward, and we exchanged a bit of ideas and talked about my vision and talked about what she would want and what I would want. And, it's like always like this with sponsors. And a very, very courteous and nice woman who is French but lived most of her life in Los Angeles, actually. So really, really funny. Like all the people that you meet in the countryside that have chosen to be in the countryside, it's just amazing. I love it. I love how different we all are here and how it all just comes together sometimes. It's just really, really funny, isn't it? Now I still got some work. I mean, as you can see, my agenda. We're still editing this video at the moment. Wednesday, Thursday are for going to Paris, but you'll see the Paris vlog much later actually, because I've planned other things in between. I have learned that right now it's really good for me to do to-do lists and to work through them, because if I don't do them, I get stressed about what I need to do, and then I do random things. And I think like this, I can stay very focused and organized. And you look, it's almost 4 o'clock, and I've managed most of my to-do list. Maybe I'll even manage to clean the bathroom, like deeper clean it. Actually, with the steam cleaner would be nice, at least a few elements. And then tonight is quiz night at the bar. So I don't even know at what time that starts. I'll have to see. Normally, I think it's 6. So I'll have to be ready by then. Let's take some time to clean the bathroom. I mean, at least what I want to do is use the steam cleaner on the floor and the cabinet at least, and maybe on the bathtub and on the shower, which makes it into everything, I guess. Oh, you guys. it's done, and it just took 30-40 minutes. Sometimes it just helps really if you clean just one room at a time, you know. I won't be able to do anything else. It's 5 o'clock now, and I found out that quiz night is at 7, so it gives me enough time to just catch up on my French lesson and also just go through my Notion to see what else we need to do tomorrow, and yeah, then get ready and go up to the bar. So I just updated all my to-do lists. And wow, you guys, it's going to be quite crazy few weeks because I'm leaving to Germany and I'm planning to have everything ready so that I have all the videos that are going out while I'm in Germany, because it's just too much to make all the videos and be in Germany and rehearse. It's not going to be sustainable. So that's why I want to prepare everything before, like this, everything is out and getting out for you guys. Okay, now that we've updated this, and this is actually all the way updated in the next 3 weeks, so we're set for this now, and I'll just have to follow that and not divert too much from it. I promised Alexi that I would do a bit of shoe. I'm just gonna chop it up and in the pan for a bit and let it get soft and let it cook while I get showered and ready for later. Now, I took half an hour to do all of this again, so, well, whatever. Things take time. And we're dressed. A bit more formal than I thought, but I think I just had this shirt still that I just wore a few hours, so I thought might as well just put on this shirt now. I also just boiled some potatoes with it and put some tofu on top of the cabbage to really soak in all the flavors. Now I turned off the cabbage and I'll just turn off the potatoes as well. And then we can go up. Good morning. It's the next morning and I'm coming down from Alexi's. I'm taking Anita on a little walk down to the lake before the day starts. It's 8:30. And we have a long to-do list for today. So, and we're also going to shop at 12. I want to go shopping. So before that, I want to get all my office stuff done so that we can concentrate on the more physical stuff in the afternoon, which is dancing and working out. Because I need to spend some time on actually rehearsing and dancing and fitting that into my schedule now, almost on the daily. It's gonna be a few packed weeks actually until I go to Germany, which is like 3 weeks with this week included. So yes, I am ready. What I also wanted to do is talk about the differences between city and rural life, because I've experienced the both of them. And what I find is very different. I wanted to mention one astonishing fact about the differences between city and rural life, which you might not have thought before about that, but yeah, I think that's one of the greatest differences actually, which isn't your usual difference, but you'll have to wait. We'll talk about this in a bit. All right, let's set up our workspace. And then I really need to get this admin work on the road. Yeah, I think that's it for this morning. It's really nothing super fancy. Looking through my to-do list, what there is to do, so that we are completely prepared for everything. I had to switch over because my French bank closed. So my French bank, which I was with, was a branch of La Banque Postale, they closed now for business, and I had to move all my funds over to Wise. I think I talked about it in one of the videos. So now I forgot that my mutuelle, my additional health insurance, still was withdrawing from my old account. So they couldn't withdraw because the account is closed, obviously. Just had to change it. And in France, usually it's a pain because you have to sign things and I'm telling you. But Anna, the one I'm with, was really easy. I could just sign it on my phone, do it, and it was done. So now I'm thinking just like what kind of insurances are still running on my old account and what aren't, and what I do need to transfer. All right, I got some stuff done, and for the next few things that I need to be doing, I need to actually uncover the sofas because I really want to put on the tweed covers because I think it will just also look nicer if I film. I really don't like these covers a lot, and this will give me a chance to actually wash them as well. So we'll just quickly do that, and then I can continue filming stuff and editing stuff and yeah, all the things. And since the sun is shining, everything will be free. Because I have solar panels, in case you didn't know. So that's why I always use sunny days as well for washing. And using any big appliances. See, maybe those cushions as well. Disgusting. Those are the covers for both of them. I just need to sort them because I have no clue what is what. I really love the sofa covers, but I have to admit that the dogs have ruined them completely. And I'm kind of sad that this was 700 euros that I spent on the two covers, because covers are expensive, especially good ones, and this is high quality fabric, but it's not meant for dog hair. It is my fault, sorta, but unfortunately, dog hair sticks to tweed. Didn't have dogs before that were allowed on couches. So it took me half an hour to set up all of this. To have the covers on, and still I feel like I want to treat them somehow because the dog hair, it's like I see it everywhere, you guys, everywhere. That's why I'd like to buy new covers. I found some, they are like priced at 200 something a cover, 270 I think. That's quite a lot of money for two couches. But then I also looked into couches, and I don't want to take like a cheap, bad couch. So if I'd like to invest some more money into a new couch, then I'd like it to be something nice, you know? So I think we'll just deal with it, and we'll find a way to clean them better. I just don't know anymore. And I already have this extra thing for the vacuum cleaner and everything, and it works really well, but some of the hair, especially like Thor's and Albert's hair, they're like needles. Anita's hair goes off fairly easily, but yeah, their hair is just really like pointy, and it just gets really into the sofas. But oh, it is what it is. We can continue because I need to record another video right now. I have gotten so much done. Oh, you guys, it is 12:27. I wanted to leave at 12, but that won't work because we are going to shop together, you and me. And I'm just preparing a bit of lunch, like leftovers from yesterday, because yesterday I made some cabbage. I think you remember, right? We did some cabbage with tofu and potatoes, so I still had leftovers from everything except the tofu. So I just dropped the potatoes in the same pot as the rest of the cabbage plus some tofu, just warming them up, and that'll be my lunch. I'll probably eat lunch and continue editing the video that I'm editing right now, just to have that one gone from my to-do list. And like this, I will have made a huge step forward, and I really want to concentrate this afternoon on dancing and really take at least an hour. And I also need to go for a walk with Anita, so you know, it's like I was trying to balance everything out every day, that we get a lot of stuff done, but I got a lot of in between waiting for stuff. I got a lot of stuff done, a lot of email stuff, a lot of prep stuff for the blog. If you haven't known, I also have a blog on my website. So my website has been completely redone by me because I'm a one-man show. So yeah, it's ledemichateau.com. And there you will find everything, all my retreats, the blog, the newest videos, my Instagram feed, everything there kind of like comes together, and it's the hub. And I'm also setting up a shop right now again and things like this, but Things just take time when you're one person. Well, just about an hour later than I wanted to, we finished up the to-do list almost. There's just one more thing, the thumbnail for this video. And we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. Don't you worry. But other than that, we have that whole thing secured. And I have crossed almost everything off my list that was non-physical activity sitting on the computer. Now I'm just releasing the CO2 tank from my soda stream because I have been forgetting to get renewals. And I have 2 bottles, so we're gonna get 2 bottles. You see, I'm gonna have to put this on my list. And while this video is rendering, I just wanna tidy up a bit here. Because I washed a lot in the dishwasher overnight and things like this. And then we'll get ready to go to La Rochefoucauld to do some shopping at Leclerc. Also just had a notification from La Poste saying that I got my delivery of Anita's stuff, which is Anita's toothbrush, because the vet said we need to start brushing her teeth, and the toothpaste for dogs. So let's see how that will go. I don't know if I want to try it today or tomorrow, probably not, or when we get back from Paris, because we're leaving for Paris tomorrow. Okay, this just finished editing, rendering, and now, so let's have a look at these. Okay, yeah, these are like finger tooth paste things. Toothpaste. My brain is, I'm so scatterbrained these days with all the languages. So these are toothbrush things that you put on your finger, and this is toothpaste that apparently tastes like liver. But also, Justine had told me that she uses for Albert an enzyme that she puts over his food. Now she started it and it's really good. It's working. She says that also kind of dissolves the plaque. So we'll kind of tackle this from 2 sides, and then we'll see what what the vet says. All right, I'm just gonna quickly finish up everything here, and then we can leave. All right, I got everything finished up. It's 1:30. Not too bad for all the stuff that we've been doing, for a lot of editing and a lot of things. And that'll give me a bit of time in the afternoon, I hope. Anita, he will stay here, okay? Because I think I'm just faster. I was thinking of taking her, but now I'm thinking I'll be so much faster if I go alone, because like this I can drive a bit faster and just get to go through everything a bit, like, you know, because otherwise she'll get scared if I move too fast. So it's always the thing. So I think I've got my list. I hope I have everything that I need and want. And then Baby. Baby. here we are, Leclerc. Oh, I had to take a different route. So let's try to find a cart without getting rolled over by cars, and then let's try to get our shopping done, because there's not much, but there's a few things that we really need also for dinner for tonight. That's what I like about France. It's now November and now the first Christmas stuff is on. Before it wasn't. You know, there is some things like this, but they have glass bottles, but I don't seem to find them. And that's what I use for washing the textiles and for getting spots out of it. It's really good and it's much cheaper than Vanish. So what I want now is also wood cleaner, because that's also good to have. I kind of ran out of mine. One thing I totally forgot is my CO2 bottles, so I had to go back. Wanted to point out this before. They have Stanley cups in France now. The buckets were still warm. Next up, toothpaste. I think that's the one I had. Some bacon for tonight's quiche. We really love this jumbo and it almost contains nothing. And lately I've been really liking those ones. So I'm taking one more infusion and we're done. It is so crazy how warm it is when you get out. It's 20 degrees and it's so sunny. I'm almost too warm in my little jacket here. But we've got everything. The lady at the checkout was really cute. She just had to make sure that, because apparently she didn't see one of the CO2 bottles before, so she wasn't sure if she could take it back, but in the end it all worked out. But they are so cute at Leclerc. Always really such nice people. So, the plan is to go back home now, but we'll have to go a different way, I think, without killing anyone or driving over them. Okay, without being killed. And, this is giving life, you guys. This weather is just like, I'm kind of dreading Paris a bit, because in Paris it's supposed to be 10 degrees. And we are so lucky down here that we get to have such nice weather for such a long time. It's just, that's when you really see that you're in the southwest. You really see that there's a sort of barrier almost, because the weather is just can be so much nicer. Alrighties, but we're gonna have to go a different way back because the road has been blocked and I had to already take a loop through Montbron, which is crazy. And they're opening up a real boulanger here. Oh my god, this is so going to be good. So perfect. Finally, like a real boulanger. Like a boulanger is something like, what's the equivalent of that? Let me think. I would say something like Best Buy. And that's kind of the French way of it. And we're getting one here in La Rochefoucauld. Quite crazy. Just drove past it. Right next to Leclerc. Alrighties. I'll concentrate. I'll go out on. I'll have to do a stretch with the highway. And then we'll go through Chasseneuil. And I'll talk to you when I'm back home. So while I unpack, I thought that we'll just have a little story time. I told you guys that I wanted to talk about the biggest difference between city and rural life. And for me, it's a thing that I've just realized not too long ago. It's the life of compromise and the life of living with people that don't necessarily share all your values, but finding a way to live with them. Let me explain better. Best example is, for example, a lot of people who live in rural areas and who haven't lived in cities before sometimes might have strong opinions about les étrangers, the foreigners. And mostly these people know these things from media. I mean, no. Mostly they get their information from like really weird sources. So, I'm not blaming them. It's like, I think if you haven't experienced it, then it's kind of hard. And I'm not saying this to be pretentious, like big city boy moving to the countryside and knowing everything, because these people know a whole lot in a total different way. So I think it's accepting that and accepting that we all kind of complement each other and that we can bring out the best in each other. Because I find like a person like Aline from the bar, for example, she might have necessarily not have had the chance to be around queer people before in her life, and she might have had her opinions about queer people. And I know that some people do in the village or have had, but they know Alexi and me are openly out and about. We're a couple. We act like a couple. Everything's normal. And I think we have normalized that for here. And people don't question it. People like us. People want to spend time with us. So yeah, it's really good. And I think the same goes for political views. Do I necessarily share political views with other people from the countryside where it's usually right wing? No, I don't. Absolutely not. But does it mean that they're my enemies? No, because I think it boils down to the person and yes, the person is made up of their values, but I think in cities and that's the biggest difference I find. In cities it's all groups. It's like I'm around people that agree with me. I look for the group of people that agree with me. If I even find that. I didn't even have that in the last city I lived in. But usually, it's like you share your same values, you share same political opinions, you share kind of all these elements together. And here necessarily we don't, but this makes us like this really weird, odd bunch of people who profit from one another and can learn from one another and can actually, like I find that this is the way to change. People haven't had the chance to try vegan food, so they're absolutely against vegans here. But they've came here, they tried my food, I bring my food somewhere else, and people love it because people never had good vegan food, good plant-based food that is all home-cooked. It's all these little things that just make such a difference. So yeah, there it is, my biggest difference between city and rural life. What do you think, Anita? What do you think? Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Okay, let's put all these things in the fridge. This is le reste. Le reste, voilà, et là, et là. D'accord. Just made myself a little muesli. I'm so hungry. I think all this running around and working so much, and also thinking about that I'll probably do a lot of physical activity in about an hour. So it's 3:30. I'm going to take Anita for a walk. I'm going to try to call my parents because my dad is somewhere on the way and he said he's available. And then I'll catch you up after that. All right. Does that sound like a plan? I'm just gonna continue eating my muesli and see you later. Alrighty, just got back home and getting into workout clothes to start my dance class, and then a bit of rehearsal, and then what else did I want? And a workout. So I'll leave you with a little bit of an impression right now. Just finished with dancing. I'll feed Anita and then we'll continue with my workout as long as I'm warm. Oh, Oh god, you guys. But I really didn't feel, if you could see, I feel a bit less stiff actually, so it's good. I think I really just need to keep it up now. And maybe tomorrow I can do a little bit of like a short class in the morning before we leave at least. And then Thursday, obviously nothing in Paris. Not going to take class in Paris. And then, yeah, Friday we can get back on a horse. It's time to put some weights on. Baby Nina. Workout done. Now I think I'm just gonna lie down on my bolster that I put here. And just meditate for a while. And also just like, I feel this will help me because I'm a bit raised. So actually my hips get stretched a bit and my neck gets stretched and my arms when I outstretch them. So I'll just lie down a bit here and close my eyes and just focus inward and meditate for a bit because I haven't done that in a very long time and I think I would actually really benefit from it because I used to do it quite regularly. So yeah, I think I should really reintroduce that into my life. Not every day because probably it's not realistic, but at least every once in a while. Also because I'm a meditation teacher. So if I want to get back in there, I think I just need to start my practice again. It's always like when you start teaching those things, it's like then sometimes you lose the practice as well because you're trying to help others. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. So you guys, I think that's it for the vlog. Thank you so much for following me on those 2 days in rural France. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. It really does help me. And I shall see you in the next video. Until then, I say à bientôt et au revoir. Bisous from the southwest of France. Bye. Anita. Anita also wants to say bye. You want to say goodbye? Bye, guys.